How we doing, guys? Yeah, it's one of those things with him in the afternoon classes, and then I had topside show and that kind of thing. But you know, we was talking about it is uh, sad, that they didn't go with the first script because they were too scared. The truth is, the ones that's going to hurt the most is you bad guys. It's see, if we went with the first script, the overwhelming awesomeness of what all was going down would have been a much better venue for you to understand and accept. And it would have been a far more powerful message and the whole 9 yards. But turns out now it's more like just flashing light on you. It's like exposing you, and it's kind of agitating you. And I apologize for that. See, those guys that messed that up, that it's on them. It's the way it is. We got to go with what those people that were in charge. Yeah, but the real message here is to understand. It's not about taking away from you. It's about having you join us. And if you feel like you're having your world taken away from you, I can't really help you too much on that, because you shouldn't be feeling like that. But unfortunately, the way things have turned out, yeah, it may actually appear that way. It's not the first time that they've let the Father down, the main hardcore believers. Yeah. Turns out they did it back in the day with my brother Jesus. Yeah, the Pharisees. Yeah, they liked their gig too. They did not want to lose their gig. They were real upset about Jesus coming and taking all these people that were theirs and their little racket, and they did not like that at all. Yeah, they did everything they could to end him, and they did. They ended him in the end. But ultimately, their line of family members stopped dead, getting into heaven after that. There's a huge void of Jewish Pharisees families, and most of those in the Jewish faith. The history has always been really kind of rough on Jewish people. Yeah, that's why. Not really happy with that. Not really happy with that. Matter of fact, the Romans, God went with them and started going, and that was actually the first of the Crusades. They didn't call it that, but they were, anyone that denied Jesus was the Son of God, yeah, you bit it. Yeah, that's the way they did it back in the day. And of course they got carried away and got wacko, and we thought they were gods. And it went south after that. But he goes with the team that really is out to help the kids. And at that time, they were the ones. And the Catholic Church, I mean, it was about believe Jesus was the Son of God. Do you believe Jesus was the Son of God? No. Boom. Okay. Next. Do you believe he was the Son of God? Yes. Okay, good. Drop that Jewish faith. All right. Yeah, move on. And if you look at the faiths themselves, have you noticed how when they go to church, they have to work? It is hard. I mean, the more you're into the church, the harder you got to work. And Catholic, that's quite a production to do a ceremony there with them, and you got to have that shit just right. You put this here, you put that there. Yeah. He makes them work for it. And, them Jewish people wailing at that wall, there's a reason why they're wailing at that wall. Yeah, it's not to save themselves, though. It's for what they did wrong. And they still denying the New Testament. It's like, oh, dude, all these years, and you still don't really get into heaven. Matter of fact, your meter's running backwards, guys. Yeah, yeah. If you're denying the New Testament, you are really hurting yourself. So, yeah, enjoy your Jerry curls. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, everybody else, remember, it's about being a decent person. It's not necessarily about being in church, okay? Turns out that was the real joke of it all. It's the guy that worked his farm and took care of his family and kids and was a good person in his little town and did an honorable life. He earned more than the guy that worked in the church. Yeah, yeah. They thought that being on that pew and preaching and everything, they were set. No, no. Well, and turns out that's actually one of those jobs that you really better be true. You really better never lie. Yeah, yeah, because he's a very, very strict employer. Yeah, he cares about his customers, and so if you're misrepresenting him in any way, yeah, it's not a good future. But again, I apologize to all of you guys and I don't even like calling you bad guys. It's just we got two teams, good guys and bad guys. So, which team are you on? That's all I want to know. Do you want to be on the good guys team? Or do you really like the Pharisees and want to stick with your racket, what you got? Because that's what it is. You think you got it good and you don't want to change. It's not going to be bad the other way either. You're going to find out it's actually not too damn bad at all. But can you? Do you have the courage to understand that I'm here to save you? Anyway, moving on. Like I said, these guys that screwed this thing up, yeah, they're forever branded too. They, yeah. Anyway, we're going to keep working at it. We're going to keep going. It's one of those things where I really need you guys to understand that it's about saving you. And don't be a Pharisee denying Jesus or me. But it's your call.